All right. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lions Den podcast. Special guests here today. You guys can introduce yourselves so they know which twin is who.
All right. We're the TrenTwins. I'm Chris.
Mike.
Yep.
Chris and Mike. Cool.
Yep, Chris and Mike.
All right. So
Manic Mike.
Yeah.
Manic Mike. Yeah.
That's what everybody calls him.
Because he's crazy. The crazier twin.
He's like manic. It's kind of different than crazy. Like,
It's just like you get a moment of like,
you just never know what he's thinking. It's like you're stuck in a state of euphoria.
Yeah.
Euphoria. Like, you really don't know what's going on around you. You just
seeing how you guys went around about the ice bath. I can just tell.
Yeah.
Like the way he went up, like it was just different.
I remember when you texted me. You were texting me like before we met, and you're like I told you that everybody calls him Manic Mike. Like, you never know what he's thinking. Like, that's how I describe him, because you really don't. You really look into his eyes.
he's like
and you
thinking
don't. If you're like in a casual setting and you like look at Mikey, you cannot determine what he's thinking.
I'm plotting, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You could be plotting. His brain could be dead. Like, you just really don't know. You never
it's
know.
mostly dead.
The ice bath stuff geeked me. I've never laughed that hard in a minute.
Bro, that was hilarious. I seen Chris do it, and I had to do it too.
I did not. I'll have to show a clip or something. The way you turned over, like dunking your whole body. The way he threw you in. Oh my god.
Bro was getting baptized.
Bro,
by
I was
himself.
like numb. I couldn't fight Chris off when he threw me back in, bro. I was so pissed.
Yeah. So me and these guys, we've been following each other for about around a year now, I'd say.
Yep.
And it's just crazy. I started seeing people making like montages of them, and I was like, holy shit, they're doing YouTube now. Because I saw you guys were like trying TikTok for a minute.
Yeah.
Just like benching heavy ass weight, and I'd be like, damn, like these guys are fucking strong, dude. I'd be like, that's insane. And then the YouTube, and I was like they actually had like good content. I was like, this is actually like good.
Yeah.
I was like surprised. I remember I had Chase. Chase was over here, and he was telling me like about I was like, bro, I could see I just know you guys are gonna do like well in this industry. Which we could talk more about, because so many people are trying to like do what do that, but you guys have like a clear path you can pave to it as long as you just like keep going about it. So I mean, that's how's it like? Is it hitting you yet? Like,
no, like being here right now, hasn't even sunk in. Like,
because it's kind of like a surreal feeling, bro. Like, you kind of feel like you don't deserve it. Like, I feel like I've done enough as far as lifting to deserve it, but like, in the amount of DMs that I get and like the amount of people we've inspired, like we're just meatheads, bro. Like, I
try and make sense of it all, and the only thing I can like really like make out of it is like a lot of people don't have a direction, and like when they watch your content, it just like or just watch you in general, it just like it gives them a purpose, bro. They see us lifting heavy weights that people want to. Yeah. That's like a in my life at least, like that's the only thing I want to do. So I guess like-minded people, they like watching our content.
Yeah, I was looking at like the comments of your guys' videos. Like, I guarantee you probably go through. It makes you feel good seeing like how like you guys motivated me to lose X amount of pounds, or like because you guys do have that good, like the way you guys go about your videos is like it's unique. It's very unique. You literally just make content in the gym, like doing how you guys are, the way your dynamic is, and then lifting heavy ass weight, and then like giving some motivational stuff on top of it. It's just like. People need that, I feel like. Yeah.
It's like you're lifting your demons off your chest, bro. Like,
Mikey says some of the dumbest shit. But like people make edits of it. Like, there's this clip and it's like Mikey's spotting me and he's like yelling at the camera across the room. He's like, I eat literal ass to reach my macros out of nowhere. And somebody made an edit of it. And it was the funniest shit ever. Like,
that's one of the hardest things I ever said. What do you mean, bro?
It was pretty sweet. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy. So you guys are from Michigan, right?
Oh yeah.
What part?
The east side.
The bad side.
Where's like MSU
side.
at?
That's in Lansing.
Yeah, that's like the capital of Michigan. So Lansing.
Okay.
Ann Arbor's about.
I mean, we can show you. I mean, this is our state right here.
Yeah.
So like
it's literally like the.
Yeah. Lance, and then people forget we got the Upper Peninsula. When people talk about like beautiful, like Michigan, like is like one of the most beautiful states, they're mainly talking about anything north of the bridge or like up here. Because if you go over here, man, it's literally like it's
ghetto.
It's pretty ghetto, bro.
It's just highways and like ghetto spurts of like shitty cities. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like crazy, man.
It's like Baltimore kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys are Christians, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
We're actually Catholic.
Catholic.
No,
Yeah.
wait.
We were raised Catholic.
That's what. Is this like a Christian podcast? Like, is it?
So the Lion's Den, like that name was obviously like I talk about whatever I want, but the foundation always kind of comes back. I like talking about the faith a lot. If I have somewhere, all I do is talk about it. That's what that painting is the Daniel and the lions. Then it's in the Old Testament. I'm pretty sure we're like
when he got thrown in.
Yeah, in the pit of lions, but they wouldn't attack him because he was putting his faith in God and like in looking at God, and they just wouldn't attack him. So
I'm just making sure because I don't want to say me and Mikey are like really unfiltered. And we're kind of just like, we have meathead language, so if we're swearing and shit.
Yeah,
like,
you're chilling.
I just don't want to offend anybody, so I had to put that out there.
Yeah.
But,
they're going to say you're a fake. It's so stupid, but it's not. I think it's about the intention of the heart. I can say something very hateful and sinful to somebody without using a curse word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think I think it's the intention of the heart. If you're using like curse words to describe something as like a form of like language or emphasis, I don't think it's sinful.
Yeah.
I literally, I never, when I say a lot of the cuss words, I mainly use it for comedic purposes. So like in my mind, I'm just like, dude, this is some like heavy ass shit, or like this is fucking heavy.
Yeah, like there's no negative morality behind that.
Yeah,
versus like
no.
You can literally like tell somebody to go off themselves, and it can be way worse of a saying than cursing at them. So, but go ahead. What were you saying?
So I was speaking of like the lines. Then like that's a sweet ass story. Like, do you is that your favorite like story in the Bible per se?
I'd say my favorite. Well, that is a good one. I'd say my favorite is honestly the conversion of like Paul, just like seeing like somebody like is just insane, or even like I like Moses, for example, who like how God always used the least worthy, not the least worthy, but the least like the least, like Moses had like a speech impediment. Yeah. You know what I mean? But they used him as a leader.
I didn't even know
Paul
that.
persecuted.
Yeah. Like God will release people you least expect or you feel would be least qualified to push his kingdom, which is insane. That's why people always think like they're not worthy, but throughout all of history in the Bible, like God used those who thought to be unworthy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there's like significance in that.
My favorite,
that is actually crazy.
I think I'm gonna get a tattoo of it, but my favorite like story is like Samson, bro. Like Samson's
I knew you were gonna say Samson.
Yeah. Samson's a beast, bro. He's sick.
Yeah, no, that is dope. Samson's story is sick. Yeah. So you guys grew up Catholic?
Well, actually, we were baptized when we were 8 because we were actually adopted. So like
you're adopted?
Yeah.
Really?
We went through a system and we were in like a foster care home, and they were really like, I remember we were only there for a few years. I don't even remember what happened, but it was like a really Catholic home. And we went to church. It was weird. They gather up all like the kids. Like it was a foster care, so there's all types of kids of different ages.
Bro, we used to watch VeggieTales and stuff.
Like, yeah, we were like, they take us to church, right? And then one day, the reason why that place didn't work out is because like one day, like I don't remember it clearly because I was like 6 or something.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Some of the kids or some of the things I seen, like as a kid, I can remember like clearly. Like I seen my biological mom molested like right before my eyes, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was the craziest shit. Like you can't do anything because I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Do you know why they had to, or
why we got?
Why your original parents had to like?
Yeah, I've never met my real father. I remember. I don't know, but my mom was an alcoholic. Thank God she's better now, and we actually have a good relationship with her. I've never blamed her or hold any like hate towards her, because like it was actually God's plan, because we wouldn't be here right now if we weren't adopted.
You got adopted by the greatest people ever, and they gave me like the best brothers and the best life they could have.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. So I don't like have any resentment or like regret it. It was just like, it makes you like, the only way I can explain it is like, it kind of makes you numb to everything else after that. You see all this shit. Like it just made you like, it makes you stronger, but like numb in a sense.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like it's hard to get attached like to certain like relationships in general, because like, bro, your mom, your dad, like your other brothers, like those were all like words, and like I was supposed to be attached to them, and they get ripped away from you. Like how it really doesn't hold any meaning.
It's actually kind of crazy. It's so true.
Like I don't know how to explain it, but
I think subconsciously it can definitely affect some things.
Yeah.
if you have like especially childhood. I mean, you're at a state of mind where your mind can be very altered based on how you view things, and like the events that happen in your life can really shape how you think.
And I didn't realize that until like recently. Like you really don't. I kind of like was looking into the reason why I was like having a hard time getting attached and like having meaningful relationships is because like I don't know. It's just that shit made me just numb.
At the same time, because we're twins, like we're literally like the same person. I don't even see Christian. I see him like my other half, like not even the different entity. I guess like we're just like when you love someone that unconditionally, like it's unconditional, bro. Like you would die for him, bro. You'd jump in front of a train, a bullet, anything for him.
Yeah, I feel like especially like the fact that you guys went through that together, that has to be like a big bond.
Bro, we were literally together our whole lives. We were like through everything, bro. We've always been together. And like when you go through a series of events and you always have someone by your side, like no matter what, you know you're always going to be okay because you got
that's
the other
dope.
person.
Yeah.
And now we're grown men, so we really aren't afraid of shit. Like we are, you know.
Do you feel like if you, let's say you didn't have a twin, you were an only child, do you feel like you would have came out completely different out of that whole thing, or been
probably.
like way worse off?
I'd probably be way more resentful, way more like colder to the world, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because, you know, one thing about being a twin is like, imagine you like you said, you're hard on yourself, like you're really hard on yourself. Imagine like having an outside version of you, like Mikey's like the inner version of me is like outside. So like I take out that like anger and that pain like towards him, and he does the same to me, and it kind of like it like makes the relationship different. Like I don't know, we've just been through so many like different things that I don't know where I'm going with this right now.
You feel like that helps though, almost like a therapist type, like a therapy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
way?
trying to say. It's like therapy to have somebody that you literally trust.
You don't even have to speak words. We don't even talk about this, bro. Yeah. But we know exactly how we're feeling.
We have never talked about this before. We have not sat down like and talked about anything before, but we just have the same feeling. Mm-hmm. It's like you know somebody so well that you basically can read their mind. Like that's how people say twin telepathy. It's like you could read their mind because you know them so well. Like
when we walk into a room or someone says something and I know it'll piss off Chris, I'll just look at him, bro, and I'll just like be laughing in my head. And he'll just be sitting there trying to act normal, but I know deep down that he's like pissed off or something. It's so funny.
That's dope. I grew up as an only child, so like I never got to experience stuff like that. I always wish I did. I think I was supposed to have a brother, but my mom had like a miscarriage when I was growing up.
Sucks.
Yeah. It was hard for them to even have me. I cost like thousands and thousands of dollars, bro. My mom had to get a C-section.
What were you like as a kid? Like,
I was. I mean, I was always like.
Were you the infamous Eubank? Like, have you always been like?
Been him?
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Like Timothy Jones. Like,
I was a weird dude in elementary school. I was a whole ass weirdo. I was cracked at like Call of Duty growing up. Like I started playing COD like campaigns when I was 6 years old on PlayStation 2.
Damn, bro.
And I remember in elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade, when Modern Warfare 2 was out, I would always try to 1v1 like the cool kids, like the lacrosse kids. I would 1v1 them on Rust and literally just shit on them, like 30-0 in free-for-all on Rust. Because I like memorized the spawns. I was like a nerd, bro. So I would shoot them as soon as they spawned, and like I would crack kids. Yeah, and then elementary school, I like had a lot of issues because my parents were going through the divorce, and it wasn't like a quick. It was like a year long because my dad was trying to like almost keep it going.
Yeah.
So there was a point where like my parents lived on opposite sides of the house just because like my dad didn't want to like make me have to go through the divorce type shit, but it ended up they just had to. They had to. So it like lasted a long time. So I always struggled with that growing up in like elementary school. And then middle school I started to get a little more like, so I never was like that dope though. I never was like super popular and shit growing up. I just was like video games like hella. And then sophomore year. So I didn't date her yet. It was the first girl that I was like talking stage with in high school. And she died. She straight up died.
The story is insane, bro.
Yeah. And that like hit me hard because I was like pissed. I was like I'd never felt something like that before. Like I never had like a feeling of loss. Because
that like your first? That was your first close relationship with like.
Yeah, and you know how it is. Like when you're young like that you like think everything of them. Yeah, like you're like you fall in love really quick. It's that
puppy love, bro.
Type shit. So that hit me hard, and I had like anger issues and shit from it. And then I started getting into lifting, And then I was just like a gym head / gamer dude. That's all I did. Like that's all I did. I didn't go out, didn't do none of that. So I always was like known for being like the big dude because I was like 190 back in high school. I was like big when I was 17, 18. Bro. Yeah, I swear I feel like like not smaller. I just feel like it's 17, 18. I was very impressive for my age, and then I'm like average for my age. I feel like
we all feel like that. Once you
get
older, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, and then college, I still was, but ever since like I don't think anybody thought I was gonna be like that dude on social media type. I had a bunch of people hit me up though as I started growing, like exes and all.
Oh my god, yes, bro. How
that's got to be like a crazy feeling. Like everybody that
I haven't reached that stage
or had beef with, like now they're hitting you up. Like I want to shit on everybody. Like I'm sorry. I am very sorry, but I want to shit on everybody who doubted me and like had like ill thoughts toward me. Like
I guarantee you, when you started making content, I guarantee you there's people talking shit about it. Probably like in your city,
your town.
Bro. Yeah. You're like, look at these idiots trying to like look like meathead. You know what I mean? They were probably
the
saying
thing
that
is actually when we were in high school, we started lifting when we were 13. So me and Chris went through high school the whole time, like the most jacked kids in school, like jocks, because we were like literally jacks. Everybody always tried to get us to do like literally film, like make YouTube and stuff. We never did. We literally didn't start like taking videos, posting them and shit until like last December.
That's honestly like we've always kind of been. We've just been.
Bro, I was bigger when I was bigger when I was 17 than I am now.
Yeah, Mikey was insane. I'm not even like Captain,
I was like ape, bro. I was literally a gorilla. Like
Mikey, he's different. Like when we played football, he would destroy everybody. Like you gotta see
I gotta watch it. Like we have to go look it up. Is it on Huddle?
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta watch it.
It's got like the Huddle music on it. It's so funny.
It's just like the short like it's so funny because my like limbs are so short and it's like moving so quick. Yeah. It's like hilarious.
Yeah, Chase said you're like a little torpedo.
Yeah, dude. They used to call me that like in
they called us pits, bro.
Like, the midget torpedo.
That's what Chase said. Usually you guys are like pit bulls.
Yeah, pit bulls. That's what everybody calls us. I'm like,
that's
all right.
so funny. Did you play linebacker as well?
Yeah, I played linebacker and running back, and then in college I played running back. Yep.
What college you go to?
Madonna University. It's like a small Catholic university.
Oh yeah.
Don't look up that school, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the score. So when I was playing there, it was like a new program. So it was like the first year we were losing games 80-0. 80-0, yeah.
I don't even think they won a game yet, bro.
Damn.
To this day, I don't think they did.
It was like a huge learning experience, like because I've never lost like that before.
Yeah. I didn't even.
I tore my labrum, bro, from football. So, like not from football, actually from lifting, but
that just sucks.
But like the injuries you accumulate over the course of playing football is crazy, bro.
College football is not no-ho. Like you gotta live and breathe that shit. Like. Even at a small school like that, that's all we did. We're waking up at 5 a.m. in the middle of winter.
You don't recover, bro. You do not. Like, me and Chris still lifted, bro. We still lifted after games. We went and we were like, damn, bro, we just got our asses whooped. Let's go like get a lift in,
let's go catch a pump. That's like our thing. Like, we got to go catch a pump. Like,
so then we stopped we stopped. I got injured. I just stopped because I had realized I loved lifting more.
Yeah.
So, like, we just kind of just transitioned
into that.
Yeah. And you went to college, right? So you know how like I know we were talking a little bit about it, like
what? Like shitty? Like
what was your experience? Like what was your experience in college?
Yeah.
Like
I mean I hate. I mean I was always I was smart, bro. In high school I had like a weighted GPA, like with the honors. I was like a 4.17 cumulative.
Holy shit, GPA. Bro.
And I had like a 1300 on my SAT. I didn't study for it. Took it one time. I didn't study for it. I went into it. I was like, I'm not gonna study on the first time. If I get a 1300 at least, I'm good. And that's exactly what I got.
1300?
Yeah.
You didn't study.
I didn't study.
You were like, screw it. I'm going in this joint. Like.
Yeah. So like, I was like,
1300 SAT.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like what I said. If I did it, I wouldn't take it again. So I wanted to see just without.
I thought
studying.
My 1100 was good.
So I got into both schools I wanted. I used to be like this book smart. I could just study shit and I just dial it in. I could like memorize everything. But as I like got older, like I could tell my senior year, I slacked off hella, like failed every class. I didn't give a shit. I started not caring. I got accepted to schools already, and then went to a community college. I was supposed to go to James Madison University. I had a teacher talk me out of it. Actually, I had him I taken my R8 to my high school YouTube video on Mr. McGowan. It was like the sports
Mr.
for
McGowan?
life. Yeah, sports for life teacher. Coolest dude ever.
That was our football coach's name.
Oh, really?
McGowan. Coach McGowan.
Yeah. So I started telling like my first year of college, grades started getting worse. Second year, I just started getting more like skipping classes, started getting away from it.
What was it? Because you just realized you didn't want to do it?
Yeah, I was like starting to think like individually for myself, which is like a thing a lot of people will struggle with, is like having their own personal thinking of like outside the matrix, as what people call it. You know what I mean? Thinking like not like sheep. You know what I mean?
Bro, I feel like our generation has suffered the most from the college talks, because like it's literally from like the age of 6 on, like you're told you have to go to college.
And every parent like pushes it like this is how you have to make money. Yeah. And I feel like it's just not true. Like you gotta have a skill. Like first of all, like you have to know what your skill is and where it can take you. Like you have to know the level of money like that you can make with this skill. To be honest, that's just the first thing you have to break down. Like I was going to be a doctor. The only thing I know how to do, my best skill is following like a rules, like schedule rules, like so like I was going to
rules. Okay,
yeah, like I was going to be a doctor. It's really easy, honestly. Like it's not easy. You have to know.
No, it's memorization.
But if this symptom, it's really easy as far as like following rules.
Until the critical thinking comes and you're like,
let me talk, bro. All right. It's like now I lost my train of thought, bro. It's like if you see this symptom, then it could be this, and then you go into like
my Johnson dip's swelling up. What's wrong? Like you
got blue balls, bro. Yeah.
So like there's a book I always tell people to read. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, written like the 1940s, 50s, and it kind of talks about how like there's this negative force. He calls it, it's not like the biblical devil, but this negative force that distracts people pretty much from becoming like that personal thinker, that the individual type of thinker to reach their best self. Things like drugs, money, sex, alcohol, like society, social media, that basically entraps people. Like the way I best describe it is like I went through a college town one time, dropping my friend off at like a club or a bar. And I'm driving through this town and like everybody's just drunk. Like you can see people doing hookups. It's just like, and I'm like, these people are so mindless. It's almost like they're robots. Like I call them NPCs. You know what I mean? Like non-player control. And it just seems like it calls it in the book. They call them drifters. They're just like drifters in society who have no idea what they're doing. Is like, for me, like when I do some shit, I have to know that I'm leading to a better version of myself, or like I'm progressing. A lot of people are so content with just like they're content with like going to school, getting a mid-ass job, and like doing the hookups or going out in the bars on the weekend. Like that's what fulfills them for some reason. They'll end up knowing that one day it really doesn't. Right. But I started getting that feeling in college. I was like, yo, like this shit's whack. I'm really paying money for these business classes from a business teacher that has never even ran a profitable business in their entire life. Yeah. So I'm like, what kind of sense does that make? And I always tell people, like, realistically, if you're going to college, what, like, let's say like 6 hours out of the day, like how many hours do you think per week probably spend in studying and all that? Like 40 hours maybe?
Like you have to spend 9 hours of studying like per credit. Yeah. So like 3 for one class, you have it's a 3 credit class. You used to spend like 27 hours a week studying for that class. So that's how they tell you to do it.
Imagine if you spent 27 hours a week either under a mentor who was running a profitable, successful business. You could probably end up paying that mentor a quarter of what you pay the school, and you would learn you would learn all the inside tricks, the actual advice from somebody who knows how to do it, or even like a drop shipping course. Nugget, stop! She's trying to get the hot chocolate. What are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Yeah, it's just protein.
But you see what I'm saying though? Sure. You could spend less time, but under someone who actually knows what they're doing, and less money. Like learning so much more. It makes so much
more sense. Like you're literally paying to take classes that you're never going to use, you're never going to remember. Like, bro, I had to take one. This is when I realized I had to drop out. I had to take women's literature. Women's literature. I was going to a liberal a private school. It was a Franciscan school. It was like a Catholic, a woman, all woman ran school, and they just started letting men go there and starting men's sports programs and stuff. And like I had to take women's literature, and I was like, no, I'm not paying for this, bro. Yeah, I'm done.
That's I think crazy.
Yeah, I think we ended up with like, even with scholarships, all these scholarships, federal aid. I think I ended up with like $18,000 in debt.
Like, so like how that's what I don't get, and that's how they trap you.
No, I thought I was like, bro, I went to this school particularly because it was the best financial option with the scholarships and whatnot, and it literally wasn't, bro. Like I could have been going to a different public college and getting like way more money for my scholarship, but literally it's all a scam, bro. Like
I feel like I've been there. A lot of people that go to college because they don't know
if you're trying to be a doctor or something, you know, like obviously there's only so you have to
gotta
go
do doctor shit, like STEM field and medical, but like that's what they do is like these kids literally like stress.
But business, bro, hell no.
You don't need to. If you're trying to do a business major, you might as well drop out right now. Like I guarantee you, I could go up to somebody who's got like four, even a master's or whatever in business. I feel like I would know more.
Yeah, you know a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, and I don't even know that much. But like,
they teach you
the wrong shit. Yeah, they teach you just shit that you don't like filler. It's like filler shit. It's like it's like having like really pre-workouts.
They don't teach you how to be a boss. They teach you how to let someone else boss you around and how you can
like they want
work yourself up the hierarchy.
They benefit off of that. So I'm saying like they make you put yourself in a debt. And then they give you this mid-ass paying job. So like you put yourself all in that college debt, and then you maybe get lucky enough to get like an $80,000 paying a year job or something like that, which isn't a lot, especially with inflation today. Even if you make $100,000 a year, you still have to live frugally somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay. You like especially if you have to provide for like another person or 1 to 2 people. So that's what people are failing to realize now. That you have to make a lot more, but like they put you that because you have to accept it because you already are in debt, so you're gonna accept whatever you can kind of get at that point, and then you're entrapped in the matrix. And next thing you know, you're having to work 9 to 5, 40 hours a week at a job that you hate being at. You're miserable, right? Extremely unhealthy. Just so at 60 years old, you'll be able to retire, maybe get some of your retirement money, and then after you're 60, probably all tore up, can't do shit, and then you can have freedom to enjoy your life. That's just a shitty way to live.
It's sickening.
The bad thing I'd never realized though is like, some people have to live those lives. Like it's in the cards, bro. Like it really is. Some people have to live those lives,
bro.
If I don't get rich off like fitness or whatever, like whatever, inspiring people. That's what it is. If people call it fitness, it's not just fitness. It's like inspiring people and like causing a change in their life. That's what the best content creators try to do. Like Alex, he's been trying to inspire and create a whole nother reality that people don't know exists. And then like for me and Mikey, like we just ours is like taking our anger out on the fucking weights, bro, and like getting in the gym and trying to better yourself and not think about things and have a good time. And I feel like honestly, if you're in the position where you have to work that 9 to 5, like bro, just give up the materialistic world. Like I feel like money really isn't. I've had, to put in perspective, like I've had 50 grand. That's a lot for me. I don't know about you. I've had 50 grand in my bank account, like at 18 years old, like 19 years old.
That's a lot. 18. I had probably $1,000.
I know. That's 18. I got like in this kind of like scammy position. I don't know. I just got the money, right?
I'm curious how you got the money now. So 50 grand is a lot.
It was like a total of 50 grand, and like the most I ever had in my bank account at once was 39, but it was like in this year I made about 50 grand.
Mike, you know about this? Yo, what's he doing? Yo?
So
I didn't get none of it, Birdie. So
it had to do with like the COVID relief shit, and then I worked under the table and shit like that.
That's how the government does. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I've had that money in my account, and it all goes the same, bro. Like I feel the same.
If you're not putting it
50 grand,
if you're not putting it towards making more money, then it's a waste.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Like I have 50 grand in my bank account. I feel the same as having a lesser amount now. So what I'm trying to say is, it's you either have a shit ton of this shit to like, or you just don't stress about it in general. Like that's the other way. So I don't stress about money. Like it gives you freedom, but it's not like the main purpose of doing. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like money. Like you ever heard like money isn't real? It's just because society gives it value and we have to abide by that. So if like I want to be able to build my dream house, right? I want that. I feel like that is a big life goal of mine, and that costs money to do. So that's why absolutely. It's like, it's not that I'm chasing the money. The money is just something that comes along with it. But obviously, I'm going to try to maximize what I can do while what I'm doing now, because I want to be able to provide for. I want to have a family one day. I'm going to have to be able to provide for them. It's like I posted a quote on my Snapchat the other day. It was a Bible verse, because I feel like God's been teaching me a lot to not make money the Lord of your life and to make Him and to set your eyes on Him and not of things of this world. So like I posted a Bible verse, and some guy like slid up on, because I could see the replies on Snapchat with like a public account, like the creator account, and the dude said like, if you're all about God and being a Christian and that, then like how come if you're all about God and being a Christian and stuff, why do you monetize your videos and use clickbait? And I was like, think about it this way. If I use clickbait, that means more people are going to watch my video. It means more people are going to probably see that I am a Christian content creator and that I'm very open about my faith, which could technically lead them to Christ. Obviously, yeah, that could help me make more money as well, but that's not them. It's as with any job. I mean, if you're gonna use that as logic, then why work overtime to try to make more money for yourself? You know what I mean? It's just a way to try to monetize it in a better way. Right. But it's not just the money. It's you want more people to see your stuff because you want more people to be impacted by it. Right. It's just a part of the game.
Absolutely.
So people always have some negative. You'll see that as you guys start popping. You guys gonna see it like crazy.
The main thing I get is, how tall are you? How tall are you?
Like, motherfuckers act like they never seen a short, jacked motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. I'm sick.
Majority of bodybuilders are shorter.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like me and Mikey appear shorter because our arms are actually
You got shorter ligaments, yeah. But the thing is, like, people, bro, the issue with, you'll see on social media again, like, people only have some shit to say when they're below you because they're envious and they're jealous. Yeah. So they're going to try to find something that they can pick out that may be a flaw about you. Even if it's not even a flaw, but they're going to try to find what they have that could be they might have on you to try to just make themselves feel better about themselves. Bro, it's always a reflection of their heart.
I'm not even joking to you. People make it seem like it's a crime to be short. Oh my goodness.
It's like people feel like they deserve your position. It's really crazy, bro.
It is, bro.
And I felt that. Imagine, like, I felt that. I felt being jealous and envious in a person, like, convincing myself why I should be there and not them. And honestly, like, imagine how many people do that when they see you. And I feel like it's just,
it gives you a lot more perspective.
I don't give a fuck. It makes you like you don't give a damn. Like, you think about it, I'm like, all right, I can see why they think that, but I really
feel bad for them. Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like I know plenty of people who like I've seen like the messages that they like have a better physique than me, and they're like, how come I don't have over 1 million followers on Instagram? Like he doesn't even deserve it because he doesn't even look that good. They'll say some shit like that, but I'm like, bro, the fact that you have to speak negative about me is because you never see somebody above somebody talking shit about somebody. But you never, like on the Forbes list, you never see somebody number 1 on the Forbes list talking shit about number 3.
Yeah.
Type shit. 100%. You know what I mean?
That's Socrates' quote. It's like, if I can remember it, it's like smart people are like dumb people talk about people are like. It's like dumb. You know what I'm trying to talk about? Dumb people talk about people people, and then like smart people talk about events or not, and then like intelligent people talk about dreams and stuff. I don't know, but I was like,
the quote. You trying to explain shit is
it's the funniest shit, bro. Mikey trying to tell a story. This is the crazy.
You probably have a brain aneurysm before I finish the story. I'm not gonna lie,
but yeah, that's just like you'll see, bro. I'm just like. It amazes me, but then again, like I try to feel bad for him because it only stems from envy and jealousy. I feel no need to talk shit about anybody, especially on social media, like openly, because I'm secure enough in myself that like I don't see like I'm not. If somebody's doing better than me, I'll be like I won't look at that and be like, oh, like he's got this, and this wrong. I'll be like, damn, let me see what I can do to better myself or take maybe inspiration from that for myself. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like he doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like if God's gonna give it to you, you deserve it in some way.
Then what do you think about like the people who are actually like they're frauds? Like it's a facade. They're acting a certain way to take advantage of a certain group of people. Like I don't know. I feel like that's just not fair. That's like the devil's work.
100% people.
That's a lot of it, bro. It's hard.
That's a lot of people.
It's really hard to be yourself. That's on social media. Like that's the hardest part. And honestly, when me and Mikey started, I was acting like a whole other person, bro. But then I realized I like stopped and I like really, me and Mikey started acting like ourselves, you know, and it just worked. It worked. To just be yourself is the main
You can
point.
tell usually on socials. You can get an idea. Like I know some creators who. You can tell it's like
manufactured,
it's like an act. Bro, yeah, I can tell when I started social media. You can definitely, if you watch my OG videos like in 2020, you can tell the way I speak and everything is different. It's because I thought that's what you had to do. Now I don't give a shit, bro. I'll speak how it is. Bro, I'll wake up and just.
Bro, I swear, like in the beginning, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers they're not gonna follow me, bro. I'm just a meathead. I'm like, they're gonna think I'm dumb as shit.
But then we embraced it, and that's when I
don't know why I was trying to act like anything else. Like I love being a meathead. I love being short, bro. I don't care. Like you know, it made me a better person because like it really did, bro.
You gotta being short is
grow some hair on my balls, bro. Like, man, I remember
you gotta really like develop your personality if you a short motherfucker. Like you gotta you gotta do everything in your power to like really like.
Bro, I remember that's why I started working out. I was like, damn, I was the tallest kid, bro, until like 5th grade, and then I just stopped. I'm not kidding you. I haven't got taller since the 5th grade, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they should. I don't know, man. I don't know who was watching me grow and didn't decide to give me some growth hormone at the fucking the age of like, because 8th grade, like I think I peaked height. I was like pretty. Everybody was around.
But it's
my
like
height.
her whole family genetics is just short Italians, bro.
So
like,
yeah, that's your ethnicity, Italian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nugget, why? I don't want her to go by the wire. Nugget, shoot the one wire on this cord. So I already know she's trying to go for number 2. Look at her. She's so. Just look at her.
She can't tell the difference between a string and a wire, bro.
Honestly though, like, I feel like I have the simplest goal in the world. Just be like the sickest like cunt I can be. Like, I want to have the sweetest tattoos. Like, just be fucking jacked and have
just
a
rich piano.
Have
you're
a hot,
such a gym
hot
bro.
gym girlfriend, bro. And
Yeah,
like
You just literally want to be rich piano, bro. That's
and I want to be jacked and I want to drive a nice ass car to the gym and fucking just like no care in the world, bro. Honestly,
I remember I used to go drinking and stuff, going out, and like you really don't better yourself at all.
We were talking about this like last night. We were talking about
Yeah.
like, you know, like we were smoking the cigars and we were just talking about how like a lot about God and stuff and fulfillment and stuff like that.
Bro, you feel so much better when you actually let all that shit go.
Yeah.
And
I don't think genuinely like drinking is bad, but like I don't know, the going to the club and lusting, putting your
getting drunk and stuff, I believe I don't think that's great. When you're getting like blackface.
Bro, I turn into a totally different person, and it's
you don't know what you're doing.
Bro,
you don't know what you're controlling.
Bro, I almost got shot on my birthday, on my 21st birthday.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times a
Really?
gun has
Yeah.
been pulled on Mikey, bro.
Really? Okay, let's hear a story. I want to
Like,
hear it.
So it was our 21st birthday, bro. We were getting rowdy, you know what I'm saying? We were at the club. I was literally like pushing people, like trying to start a fight. Like no one would fuck with me, bro. And then it was literally over some girls, bro. Like
Mikey was like catcalling and bro, I've never seen
I was trying to talk to these
Mikey's
girls.
catcalling.
I want to see that.
So
bad, yeah.
this guy's walking towards him like quick. Like quick.
I'm like-
He's pulling
I'm
up
like-
his shirt, right? Mikey starts walking towards him too. He just like pulls out a gun from his, and just points it right at his head. I thought Mikey was about to get shot. Mikey kept charging at him, bro. I was too drunk. Like I couldn't register it.
That's
And
just
my
like
friend grabs him. He's like, Mikey, chill. He's like, chill. And Mikey's just like looking at him, like shaking his head, and the gun is just right here, bro. All over some chicks, bro.
yeah,
like,
bro.
what
It's
the fuck?
literally stupid.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
So you had a gun pointed at your face.
Yeah, it was like literally, like I'm not even kidding you, like inches away. And then when I was like,
You didn't care? Or?
at the
he
I wasn't
kept-
phased.
He was gonna.
Now
do
that I
anything,
think
bro.
about it, like I could have died, but like living where we live, it's like, bro, like I lived in some bad areas, and I remember one time, like I didn't live in that bad of an area, but if you go out of it, like I remember we went to the movies, bro, when I was a kid, like 14, 15, couldn't drive, and it was like midnight. We went and seen Power Rangers, bro, like Power Rangers, and we walked down to the Big Lots, like literally a half mile, and it was late, and this car literally pulled up on us, bro. Like some gang members, and they looked at us and they dipped, and then right before they pulled out of the parking lot, they came back around and they pulled a gun out.
Were they robbing you or what?
Yeah, no, they just
wanted to shoot at his ass.
And they literally shot like a few bullets, and one landed right behind my head, bro.
They were trying to shoot you?
Yeah, no, they were. I don't know if they were trying to, because we were literally walking, and they rolled down the window. They're like, "What's up?" And before we could say anything, they had a gun, and we were like, "Oh shit!" And they just started shooting, and me
Just
and my
for
friends
fun?
ran.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, hell no, bro.
yeah. It was some crazy shit.
That
I
is
gotta
insane.
fix my fucking junk.
You know Derek Lunsford?
Yeah, no, dude, that guy's sick.
Yeah, I want to link with him. I've been talking to him.
No
Went to
way, bro.
Florida. Yeah.
That was literally crazy. That's crazy, because I was telling Chris, I was like, bro, look at Derek. He's like literally his physique's insane.
Who is he?
Derek Lunsford. He's a Christian guy that competed. He got second
Oh,
place.
the big in open bodybuilding.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
He's
Bro,
dope.
that's literally insane, because I was just talking to Chris.
Yeah,
Kyle about him.
he was. I looked in Vegas. I was like, holy shit, he's following me. So I followed him back, and I was like, bro, I really appreciate you being open about like your faith, like, on your platform a lot. So I plan on going down to Florida.
That's sick, bro.
I think it's Tampa area to go link with him.
I'd love to meet that guy. He's dope.
Yeah, we should all send it down there. That'd be kind of cool, little Christian
Miami
workout
trip.
boys.
Yeah, be down. Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, I would love to learn from that guy. Like,
yeah, for sure. That'd be lit.
Miami, it's nice.
Saying like y'all, I'm telling like you guys have so much potential with this social media shit. You guys just have to like dial it in and just go crazy with it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal.
It's
like,
surreal hearing it from a almost like multi-millionaire fellow, like 21-year-old fitness influencer.
You can
22.
You can go very far in that stuff because I could tell like that's why when Chase was here and I was like, yo, I called Steve. I was like, yo, like you gotta help these guys because I knew like y'all were like meatheads. Probably I knew y'all were gonna get finessed by people and shit.
Bro, our whole lives like we so genuine. I feel like we're always getting taken advantage of, bro.
Yeah,
because of it. Like I'm not even joking. You gotta
be careful with it. I felt it a lot. I had that shit so bad when I started. It took me a hot minute to like be like, okay, now I understand my value and I can see how like these companies were like fucking me over and shit. Like you don't want that. You gotta make your bread while you can and then get freedom from it and then just enjoy what you do. It's the best thing.
The motivation that you told me, like you like 2020 I didn't make anything, then what you made in 2021 and then now like it just really shows the growth and the progress and it's just like it's eye-opening that you can change your life in a year. Yeah. You really can.
It's literally insane. And again, like I give all glory to God, bro. I swear like as you go through this, just always remember as you grow to stay humble, to understand, to never treat somebody if they have like less fault or like a normal kid, never treat them like you're above them. Like always understand like that's where you came from. You know what I mean?
I said that in a video like a week ago. I was like, the last thing, like I'll never act like I'm better than somebody because I have followers. Like it's not. It'll never be about that. Clout is like means nothing. It means nothing at the end of the day. Like people know your name,
bro. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm a normal person.
That's a nail. Nope, that's a nail.
Oh.
Bro, this dog is wild.
Yeah, I know.
She's wild.
She's a creature.
She's a vacuum, bro.
Yeah,
she's
honestly.
A vacuum.
Honestly. But yeah, dude, again, like always stay humble and always point your success to God because he's the one who gives it to you. So I always say like every time I hit if I hit like a 1 of 10 or YouTube, I'm like, thank you God, like thank you Jesus for this, or I hit like a million on Instagram, thank you Jesus for letting me hit this,
right?
And always pointing it to him, even though I have like 1.6 million, I'll still post a Bible verse on my story. Yeah, some people might not like that, they might not relate to it, they might be a Muslim, they might be maybe I get some unfollows from it, whatever. But like at the end of the day, that's what you gotta remember. Yeah. You gotta be open because I know, especially if you guys are gonna. Like be, say like you got to be open about it sometimes.
No,
like you got to let people know.
We talk about it in we mention it all the time, like our reposts and whatnot in our videos. And then like one time this guy was calling us out saying we were fake Christians
because we swore.
I get that all the time.
And
bro.
he's like, why? He's like, you're not walking in the path of Jesus and stuff. And I'm like, nobody can walk in the path of Jesus.
Be perfect like that. You can't. But you got to remember, like, and I would explain this to people in like individual conversations. Like, here you are bashing me. Like, first off, a lot of these Christians will never lift you up when you're doing good. Yeah. When I'm posting Bible verses on my story, when I'm doing all this, you would never see the Christians be like, yo, thank you for doing this. Mm-hmm. You'll only see them when like maybe you curse. Or then they'll be like, yo, you're a fake Christian. God is like, what are you doing? You're misleading people. And I'm like, okay, if I have 1.6 million followers and I'm being open about my faith, think about the amount of people who could be coming to Christ by just me being open about it. And I'd be like, what are you doing to further the kingdom?
Bro, what you said yesterday about how, like, when you get to heaven or, like, whatever, and God shows you the people that you brought to him. Yeah, that shit, like, hit me, like, hard, bro. Like,
yeah, just imagine
that's a bigger impact than anything else you could ever do.
That's what
saving someone.
That's what we're here for, bro. It's the crazy. Like, when I've had these kids come on and be like, yo, like, you helped save my life, or, like, you brought me to Jesus, like that. Because I know what me going to Jesus felt like and what that did for me. So to know that that's so impactful, that's, like, more important than anything. It's deeper. I always say like it's deeper than lifting weights. Like this whole social media thing is deeper than that. And I always try to like remember to have that faith foundation with it, and like never forget that. Like as you get more success, as you get more money, and as you start growing in it, always remember who's giving it to you, and that everything that you have, you're a steward of. Meaning it's not yours. You're just watching over it. You're just a manager of it right now. Your money. You're a manager of your success.
My biggest inspiration, like I'm a nerd when it comes to like fiction and shit. You know, like imagine, like my biggest inspiration is like someone like Guts or somebody. Like this is really corny. Like Wait, all right, delete this off the podcast. Let me restart. Delete this whole thing. Let me restart. Can you like edit this part? Can you edit that?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep it in, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what you just said.
I know.
Yeah, dude.
I was going really corny with it. Like, I don't want to be labeled a cornball.
I know what you were gonna say.
My biggest inspiration is like, if I was like unfaithful and like God's plans for me was to be like a fucking warrior when Judgment Day came or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, imagine that's your like plan is to be a warrior, like an agent for God, but you became like a fucking sinful little, like, horny not demon. Worthy, pitiful version of yourself when you're supposed to be like a warrior angel type thing, you know.
You're such a meathead.
Yeah. I am.
It's like, it's so funny, like, being
bro. I would love to be like like angel fighting the forces of darkness. Like,
yeah, like that's my whole goal. Like, I wish that shit happened. Like, Judgment Day came down. Like Jesus comes. He's like taking all the Christians to heaven. Like, nah, I want to stay here. Like, give me some abilities. Give me some like wings, bro. Like, give me a sword, like an angelic sword. Like, I'm fighting these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you're such
I don't want to go relax. Like, I want to square up with these demons, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you guys are funny, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, that honestly, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up with that. Was probably one of the best podcasts we've done, though.
Really?
It was like easy, honored. Flawless.
It was,
very,
bro.
very good. I'm excited for people to hear this, but we're gonna go lift here in a little bit. We're gonna go hit exile. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this, whether on Spotify or YouTube. Make sure you guys check them out. I'll have their socials, whatever, in the description. Thank you guys. God bless. Till next time.
God bless, bro.
Hey, this is a fire outro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is fire.